Hello, hey, how are you doing? I hope you're doing great. So today we're gonna reacting to the Rolling Stone and Eric Clapton, Little Red Rooster, Atlantic City, 1989. Okay, that's well, I don't want to say kind of like modern. It's 1989. It's not that we're not in the 70s or 60s. I consider 1989 already to be like the sound of well, the sound is getting really, the sound production is getting really good, and we had a lot of the electronic, but it's a good time. It's a good time. At least I was alive at that time. So this is a song suggestion by Tommy D. So Tommy D is a new Patreon, so he's doing the 6 songs a month, and yeah, he this is one of his suggestions, and I'm very excited because I, I haven't done, Rolling Stone for me is kind of new. I don't want to say new, of course. I always heard the name. It's just the little that I listened to when I was in my metalhead years. I was not. It did not interest me. I was like, it's not my style, and I did not give them an opportunity to be heard. In other words, I haven't explored Rolling Stone, and a lot of people, for example, is Stevie Ray Vaughan. A lot of people say, "Yeah, you're a classical guitarist. Have you not listened to all these artists?" And to be honest, a lot of time, if for example, in my university years, if I saw an artist that didn't have that metal heavy stuff, I I was not interested to listen. I didn't listen to a lot of blues. I was like, now I can listen to blues and I can enjoy it, and your the maturity of everyone in the music, it does develop through years, and maybe the stuff that you didn't used to listen to, maybe if you listen to it now, it will be a different story. So through all these years, I have been liking new artists and stuff that in the past I will be like, ah. So maybe I'm gonna love Rolling Stone. Maybe it's gonna be the same way, or maybe I'm just gonna enjoy it, and it's gonna, again, the little that I listened to it in the past when I was a metalhead, it was, So I'm looking forward to it, and this is gonna be with Eric Clapton. So also I know Eric Clapton, super big name. I haven't explored a lot of Eric Clapton, so it's gonna be like a two bird one shot. So I'm excited. So Tommy say here that, hi John, thank you for contacting me so quick. I think you will enjoy the Stones. My request probably not one of the greatest songs, but I do think you will enjoy the way that Clapton interact with them. Do watch out for the way that Mick Jagger looked at him at one point. Probably you will find songs from the Stone like Give Me Shelter, Pain in Black, Symphony for the Devil, etc. to be better. Some, but I do hope that you will enjoy this live performance as an introduction. Good. So I'm very excited. So Tommy, thank you so much. Let's do this. We're gonna react to this as a classical guitarist, classical musician. So the first take, I don't stop the music, so I will listen to the whole thing without stopping, and there you're gonna see my reaction. And then I try to give an analysis, and we can go little by little, and then we stop, we play, right? And I try to tell you my first impressions, things that caught my attention the most. So yeah, let's do it. Okay. Yeah, blues. That's what we're gonna say. Super famous face. You know, some volume here. Yep. 3 guitars. Huh. Super clear. It's like everyone is shooting everywhere. There's a lot of things going on, you know. It's like singing, man. Of course. I saw the look. Obviously, everyone respect Clapton like crazy. Actually, I love how everything sounds. Super nice and clean. I saw that. Huh. I hear the guitar in the back. Huh. Got some shiver here. I have to say, Rolling Stone have a big presence, even if it's super smooth, in the sense that first of all, they look so connected. I'm gonna tell you that when I'm listening to this, there's like 3 guitar, a bass, a keyboard, and drum, and the singer, and all of them are doing something different, but following the same song, right? How do they follow the same thing? Obviously, the bass is doing the bass of the blues, right? The keyboard doing the accompaniment of the harmony, doing its own thing. We have 3 guitars that they are following the form, but somehow they're playing something different each. And there is like little solos everywhere, but they're doing something different. And then we have the drum obviously following, and then we have the singer. And then again, they do it so flawlessly. Like, they do it so calm and everything that you don't even notice it. But if you pay attention to what's happening in the background, there's a lot of things going on, and of course, seeing Eric Clapton, obviously his presence is so like smooth, closing his eyes. He have a big vibe, like aura, right? Like he's just, and then everything comes like, he's singing, and it's just, when he play the guitar, it feels like he is talking, and so it's just, you can feel the power that he have, and if it, obviously being there with Rolling Stone, and after listening to a little bit more, I begin to enjoy more his singing and the way that the band sound. So yeah, that was super, I would say super, I don't know how to describe. Obviously, I want to say super interesting, but it was great in the way that, obviously, first time that I listened to a complete song by Rolling Stone and with Eric Clapton. It's a big deal, I would say. And again, it's full of big auras and musicality in a level that, is in the top 1% of musicians in the world. So yeah, I'm gonna put a little bit to the back, right? And go again. 6 minutes went super fast. Maybe it's that I'm used to do all this progressive stuff that like 12, 15, 20 minutes, but it went very fast, which means that it was very enjoyable to listen to. And again, main things that caught my attention, of course, is the presence, and also having 7 instruments doing a blues, which a lot of time when you listen to blues, from what I sing, there's moments that we have, of course, a singer and guitar doing solo, but the other instrument time, they tend to mix almost together, right? Here they mix very nicely, but you can hear a lot of things. And we're gonna go to the beginning. I'm gonna show you, right? But also, the singer, and also when he took the harmonica, right? Harmonica is kind of new. Of course, I heard harmonica 20,000 times, but every time that I see someone playing it very nicely with a lot of confidence, it's just amazing. I have played the harmonica and I don't know how to make that sound. So, it's very admirable to see people using it. You know what is admirable too? And this is out of the video. Some people use, I don't know how to call that, rabbit. I don't know how to say that in English, but in Spanish is silbar, right? But they use it in music, and some people know how to make that silbido super nicely in the music. So anyway, sometimes I feel the harmonica kind of like feel the same way, but obviously harmonica, it's a different, I don't know, it's kind of weird. So let's go to the beginning, and of course I want to show, tell you a little bit more what I think. Okay. You hear, for example, in the beginning, drum, bass, and keyboard. 3 of them are following a form, but all of them are doing something different. And then if you begin to hear the guitars, You have the guitar solo in, and then you have another guitar. But you see, so they have three guitars, and then one of them is doing the ring. I don't know how to call it, the slide, right? Then we have Eric Clapton and the other one doing kind of the solo. So yeah, you know, all of them are doing something different, and if you don't, you don't think about it, because it's they're following every whatever they're doing. The solo is very well in the harmony, and it compacts super nicely. So it's super interesting how even when you're doing different things, it just compacts so well, and you don't notice the 7 people doing something different. And then also his voice is just unique. I had to say that. It's again big aura and all tune when he sing. Super. There's not. I don't feel any struggle. It's just come out super naturally. You see? Yeah. So I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna go to Eric Clapton when he does the solo. Okay, so if I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't know who Eric Clapton was. I was trying to figure out if it was the red or the long hair, but of course it was the long hair. Obviously, like I say, I'm first time looking at this. Well, it's a blasphemy, right? I know, but I'm sorry. There. Man, like I say, you see this pose is a pose of power, man. And when you see a musician, you know that everyone's gonna be quiet and they're gonna just pay attention to him. And that's the pose of I have total control in what I'm doing. He doesn't look like it. I mean, he seems like he have his eyes closed, and again, for me, it's more like he's singing with the guitar. Like it's just. I love the vibrato, the way that he does it, right? Obviously, the bendings are super nice. I have to say, super clean, beautiful, all like. It sounds like it's planned, but I'm pretty sure he's just improvising everything, and obviously many years of experience make this super. Right now, if you want to have a definition of someone with the instrument, being one with the instrument, probably Eric Clapton will be a good definition. Look at that. Oh man, it's such passion and soul. Like it's just it become even a little spiritual. And I love hearing the guitars in the back, kind of like soloing, like again, kind of soloing a little bit, but following the form. It's just amazing. It reminded me a little bit of Pink Floyd, especially what song it was when he did the "Wow Wow." Where's that in Dogs? I think in the solo when they do the solo in Pink Floyd. So, and then here we have the face. But I'm gonna show you something. Then this section here, right here. Look at this section here. So I don't know how. Maybe he went down and I felt that he interrupted, and probably he went down in the back and he was annoyed a little bit. But then he came back with the harmonica, and then they did an amazing duo. That's how I saw it. You know. But it happens. Sometimes it happens, and probably they didn't rehearse this, but they figured it out. They're professionals, and so yeah. Actually, this was amazing. Rolling Stone and Eric Clapton. What a really beautiful way to get introduced by them. Yeah, that was really good. I think that I do even have an Eric Clapton video, right? Let me see. I want to know, because I think that I do. There we go, Brewers. Okay, Eric Clapton. I don't have an Eric Clapton video, so probably this is gonna be the first one that I have with the Rolling Stone. What a way, right? Anyway, so Tommy, thank you so much for this suggestion. I really appreciate it. Thank to everyone actually for watching the video, and let me know in your comment what you think. Also, subscribe, comment, all the stuff. I really appreciate it. And see you around. Take care.